be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted be a money wife. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted where her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them feeling with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles, up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, then the Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying down, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
Bands of the jet.
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good as gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Make it
bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce.
All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's me. Should we go up down? You go bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce right, yes indeed. About to telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting. I got a deed to the house, to the left of the if you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, easy, route.
They'll run here on first down. This is ahead for about 5. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hey, Lion.
Got him in, it's Thomas. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 14. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Warren's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
This This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. Top 4 18.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
On red. Silver.
Now we're on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
All right, let's go. Here we go, sir.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He beams one deep right side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First down throw here from Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Now a toss play, Taylor. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Taylor will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Silver.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On first down, they'll run. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Red on red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On target to his man Taylor. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it."
Hey, run!
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Easy, route.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Done. Hey, Lion.
Back to throw it. That's caught for the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Rip, 23. Done.
A final throw before the break. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Logan Cook, the kicker for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming here from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. From the gun, Taylor. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
To throw, Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. This is Taylor. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Richardson back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 18. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, red.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense up to the line fast. From the 32. He gets this one to Strange. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
On red. 11. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Think right. 11, Agate.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hey, go, go. Go, go.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third and 4 coming up now.
Hey, run.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Jacksonville. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Jaguars make it an 11-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning from the 18-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pierce coming in motion left here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Red.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, lion.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
30 left. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go, son.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaguars in a crucial spot late, trying for two. Running the read option. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
24.
Connection made. Travis Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tossing right to the short side. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Red on red.
Looking to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Tarvarius Ward picks it off.
At their own 8-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He's back to throw. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete. Here's Brown. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, chill! Go, let's go!
1st down throw, Lawrence. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars facing a 5-point deficit. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Lion! Take right open. 11. 11. Here we go.
Setting up to pass. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We've got a screen to the running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Hey.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
On red. Go.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
All right, let's go.
Back to throw. Caught near the pylon. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
These are 24. Sink right. 11, Agate.
Here he is to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken...
And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning in from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Red on red. Hey, I'm gun. Hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Hey, run. Red.
2nd and 3. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, easy, route. Easy, read a 44.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.